jump in, right? And unfortunately, we have to jump in with a little bit of a sad acknowledgement that right now, here in the United States of America, we are in, quite a disturbing place when it comes to many, many issues, right? Immigration, society as a whole, but certainly when it comes to how we are treating our environment and how we are feeling about our democracy and the potential loss of our democracy. So that's bad news. We'll have a little bit more bad news in a minute, but the really good news, one of the reasons why I'm here today speaking with you is to just share the message that when it comes to our environment, when it comes to our democracy, there is something powerful and important and meaningful and even historic that we can accomplish together if we get to work and we stay dedicated and we advance this Green Amendment movement. And we have to do this, right, because we can see that nationwide as well as here in the state of Washington, when it comes to our environment, right, many people and many aspects of our environment are truly suffering because our laws aren't doing enough. We have people who are drinking contaminated water, who are breathing polluted air, who are being forced to live next to toxic sites and losing their ability to access beautiful nature. And as a result, we have people losing the quality of their lives, people losing the quality of their health. We have even children losing their capacity to learn. Of course, sadly, we are facing a growing climate crisis. We have animals that are being brought to the brink and over the edge of extinction. And environmental racism, unfortunately, is alive and well. Look, when it comes to our environmental rights, just like these other cherished freedoms, these are inalienable, inherent, indefeasible human rights that belong to us by virtue of the fact that we are people here on this earth. You, government, did not give us these rights. And by virtue of the Green Amendment, we are now telling you, when you govern, you may not take these rights away from us. And if you do, we will have the power of the Constitution to turn to check your bad behavior. That's what the Green Amendment movement is all about. Maya, we have a Congress that doesn't want to better protect our environment, that is actually rolling back environmental protections. Maya, we have masked ICE agents and other officers going into our cities and grabbing people off of the streets because of the color of their skin or because they're speaking a different language and sending them off to places unknown. Maya, we have a U.S. Supreme Court that is making very clear that whenever they have the opportunity, they're going to strike down environmental protections. So what friggin' world are you living in that you're talking about using our democracy, using our Constitution to better protect our environment? Well, I have 3 answers for you. First off, very clearly, I'm not willing to give up on U.S. democracy. The Constitution belongs to us, our democracy belongs to us, and there are no government officials that should be allowed to strip away our democratic process or our fundamental freedoms. And so I am here today with you, and hopefully you are all standing with me to say our democracy is ours, and we are entitled to put it to work for whatever fundamental freedoms we want to, and that includes our environment. I want you to know that there are already 3 states where there are green amendments: Pennsylvania, Montana, and New York. And in each one of these states, we are demonstrating the power of our Green Amendment movement to protect our people, to protect our environment, to protect our climate, to protect our future generations. In all 3 of these states, I can give you concrete examples through advocacy and through litigation where we have protected the quality of our drinking water, where we have turned back the fossil fuel industry, where we have secured cleanup of long ignored toxic contamination, where we are protecting precious natural spaces that would otherwise have been devastated by our government officials, save for the fact that we, the people, have the Constitution, and we have been holding them accountable on all of these fronts to protect our clean, safe, and healthy environment. So I'm here to tell you that the Green Amendment movement works. And I can prove it. Yes, we are in unprecedented and challenging times, right? But we have to stand up together and fight. We have to fight for our democracy. We have to fight for our environment. I am not willing to turn the reins of power over to political politicians that would misuse their authority. And I am sure as shit not willing to turn over my environment, my water, my air, my precious natural spaces to government officials who don't care about future generations, who don't care about we the people, who don't care about the precious nature that doesn't have a voice in our human world if we don't give it a voice. But this is a moment when we can build power and make progress. And when it comes to the environment, this is an arena that is perfectly poised for us to meet this historic moment and take our power back. Take our power back for we the people and all the precious nature we love. That is what the Green Amendment movement is about. I hope that is why you are all here. And I hope that you will all join with David and Kate and Rosemary and Iris and myself and others across Washington and across the nation that believe that now is the time not to sit down and shut up, but to rise up together and build power for the people and for the precious earth that we love and that sustains us all.